Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So we are 6 minutes away from 9 a.m. and this outstanding concert announcement. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. Time for music entertainment news. Which, of course, relates to that concert announcement. It's coming up at 9. As we said, we'll be giving away tickets for the show we announce. It is so unique because we're announcing the show that's coming up very soon in a couple months in March. And lately, people announce shows and they're a year away. And it's not in August. It's coming up in March. We can give you that much on it unless you have another, maybe a possible tease case that could not give it away in 5 minutes yet.
You want me to give a hint?
Yeah, another hint.
All right. It's a two-parter.
Okay.
This band is a Q101 Twisted Christmas alumni.
Correct.
And they were a headliner. I want to make that clear. They headlined Q101 Twisted Christmas. Big old rock band, big band. They're playing a venue that is smaller than the Aragon. Not because they've decreased in popularity by any means, but because this is an intimate, exclusive show that if you don't win tickets to, good luck getting them, by buying them.
Well, I'm going to try to get in line to buy them in the queue because it's one of Megan's favorite bands. Let her hint. Mm-hmm. And that's not really a hint.
No, it's not.
So anybody who used to sleep with Megan
right
now knows.
Now they're like, somebody's ears just started burning like Spider-Man, spider sense all of a sudden somewhere. I know that they get up like the Undertaker out of bed, go to the computer to start buying tickets right now. So 4 minutes away, that announcement and those tickets coming up, and I can't say how excited I am. To Case's point, they could play the United Center maybe twice. Maybe they could do it twice, and yet they're playing a venue smaller than the Aragon. So that's coming up in a minute. Now another huge concert to announce, and it was very funny because it's going to happen in Villa Park, Birmingham, England. Mm-hmm. And one of the listeners who saw this said, I thought it was in the Odeum in Villa Park.
Which is unfortunately closed. I was like, maybe they're going to reopen the Odeum for this show.
What a tremendous venue that was. The original Black Sabbath is getting together one last time. And there's been so many teases with this, and obviously Ozzy has major health problems, fighting Parkinson's, back issues. Just him being alive, he was supposed to die 40 years ago, literally. And Sharon saved him, and then thank God, because we got so much joy out of Ozfest and just Ozzy in general, with a reality show too. But they're reuniting one last time, so it's the full original band of Ozzy, Tony Iommi on guitar, Geezer Butler on bass, and Bill Ward on drums, who wasn't a part of the last reunion. I saw them on Ozfest, I want to say 2003 or 4. My memory's gone on exactly what that was back in the sludge days, because those were heavy Jägermeister days.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the original lineup, in fact, Ozfest 2005. That was the one I saw. That's right, at Tinley Park. So it's set for July 5th. We get a day off for July 4th weekend, right? Then we can go to England.
Well, I won't be there.
You don't want to go back to England?
No, I'm saying I won't be at work. I'll for sure be off right around 4th of July.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can go to England together.
I don't know. It's really important during the 4th of July to stay in America and celebrate it.
Because England attacked us, you see.
We fought a war against them.
For you to leave at that time is really going to make you seem, sketchy.
Yeah, uncaring. Mm-hmm. But this is not just Black Sabbath original lineup back together. You get Metallica performing live. It's a day long. It's an event. So Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, if you like the heavier bands, Gojira, who certainly got huge because of the Olympics in the past year.
They just won the Grammy for Best Metal Album.
Amazing. Mastodon, Hailstorm, Alice in Chains, Lamb of God, Anthrax. For the people who love the heavy music, you also get additional performances from Chicagoans Tom Morello, Billy Corrigan, not Chicagoans, Wolfgang Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, and a bunch of others. It's going to be a ridiculous star-studded lineup of the biggest people in rock, like in the harder side of it. And I think, Case, did you tell me that Tom Morello might be the music director for this thing?
Tom Morello is listed as the music director. I don't know if that means that he curated this entire lineup. We should get him on the phone. I will see what I can do, because I would like to know how all of this came together. But he does have a job title on this concert announcement. He is indeed listed as the music director of this show.
Which is perfect for him. All bands that a lot of bands you like today, and we can even start with the Pumpkins, but that's going back a ways, but so many bands cite them as an influence, whether you like Black Sabbath or not. Most of the bands that have some distorted guitars in them will say Black Sabbath was an influence on their life. So it's pretty crazy to do one last final show in England, not the Odeum in Villa Park. It's not coming back. I'm sorry. I wish it was.
I wish it was too.
I mean, we had a video last week, I think Dougie put up, of Heavenly Bodies getting torn down. I don't know if the building for the Odeum is still there in Villa Park. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't
Probably
know.
a bank or something.
Yeah, it's a strip mall with a nail place and a salon, probably where it is. All right, so that concert happening down the road, but let's get to it. Okay, you've waited all morning long. This is a major, major concert announcement as Q101 brings them to you. And as Case mentioned, they were a veteran, a headliner of Q101's Twisted Christmas. And it's time to say who was performing at the Chicago Theater.
Can I say what it rhymes with?
Yes.
Fumford and Nuns.
Yes, that's it.
I will wait for you. Off your fault and mine. And it was your heart on the line. I'll hold on hope and I won't let you choke. Light me up, I'm wasted in the dark.
How'd you say that again? Rhymes with what?
Fumford and Nuns?
Yes, Mumford and Sons, Chicago Theater.
I don't know why I couldn't say that earlier. Who was going to crack that code?
Not many.
See?
It'll be Saturday, March 22nd, like about 2 months away. This is insane. Mumford and Sons at the Chicago Theater, a very unique show. And the pre-sale begins Thursday, February 13th, which is a week from today at 10 a.m. And the general on sale will be next Friday, Valentine's Day at 10 a.m. In case, is there information about the pre-sale tickets to sign up for now to get a chance to buy the pre-sale tickets?
As we speak, I'm posting to Q101's Facebook page a link that will get you to be able to sign up for the pre-sale tickets. For anybody that can remember this in their head, it is agora.gentlemenoftheroad.com. But for 99.9% of people, it's going to be easier to click the link on Q101's Facebook page, which I'm doing right now.
Did you see Kenzie's eyes when you said that?
It's a long link.
Good Lord.
Say it again. I want to see Kenzie's face again.
agora.gentlemenoftheroad.com.
Who has a dot in the middle? What are they, a serial killer? The dot just is .com. You can't do that.
So these are the first shows, by the way, of 2025 for Mumford & Sons. It's the tour before the tour. So that's what's so cool about this, that we get this exclusive thing here in Chicago at the theater, Chicago Theater, to see it before they do the big venue, the monster venues that they will eventually do. Now we have tickets for this to give away right now. But I think we should play some Mumford & Sons first, let people kind of get into it, don't you think?
Okay. How much are we going to play? Like an hour? An hour of Mumford and
We're going to play an hour of Mumford & Sons. We're going to play a couple songs backwards for the hell of it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll just play one. How about 4 minutes and 33 seconds? That's what I Will Wait is. So at the end of the song, already 10 lines are lit, Case. I'm sorry, the phone lines are going. But after that, at the end, you'll hear God Bless the Baby, and then you call for the tickets.
And what number do you call?
That'd be 312-591-8300, but not right now.
I'm calling right now?
No. Listen, we're going to play an hour of Mumford & Sons. And you call in the second to last song. You got to figure out what an hour is from 9:02.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Deep cuts only, no hits,
Yeah.
no songs you've ever heard before. We're playing demos and
Real
outtakes.
fans only,
Yeah, that's
hashtag.
Right. Okay, we're just going to play one song. We'll play I Will Wait, and right afterward, you call up when you hear God Bless the Baby. Don't call until you hear that at all. Just get that on your phone, 312-591-8300. By the way, did I mention that this was the last show Marcus Mumford did a solo show when Harper, 2 weeks before she was born, and Megan said, I have to go. It's one of my wife's favorite bands. And we're going, and I said, so you're going to be the lady that has the baby in the bathroom at Walmart, aren't you? And she goes, hey, great content for the show. That's a ride or die right there. She was willing to have a baby in the toilet. But thank God she didn't. Thank God she didn't. And Marcus Mumford touched her stomach when he came in here for a lounge right before that show. I'm stalling. I should just go ahead and play the song. Let's play the song. The tickets coming up in 4 minutes and 33 seconds for Mumford & Sons at the Chicago Theater from Brian and Kenzie.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Well, we can't play that song without doing sports, of course.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Okay, and just since we played the Blackhawks goal song, I have to mention this, that Patrick Kane became the NHL's all-time leader in shootout goals with 53 yesterday. And, of course, he doesn't play for us anymore. He's on the Red Wings. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know. You kind of forget about that. He's still not
I
there.
was like, woo! Oh.
Oh, wah, wah. So there you go. Another good Chicago player who leaves and does something pretty awesome. Sucks.
And that's sports.
Well, who do we keep? A guy that barely played in the last 3 years. Lonzo Ball gets a 2-year extension with the Bulls for $20 million, taking his
Woo.
No. Takes his full take to over $100 million to do nothing. He didn't even play last night when they lost. They could have used him. I don't know if his knee hurt again. I don't know.
Oh, probably.
There's a lot of ways you can solve that.
It's a bitch when it happens. Don't be mean.
When your knee hurts?
Yeah.
Now, Kenzie.
It's the worst.
If they told you, I know it's guaranteed, $10 million, get on the court and play. Now, you have the money. It's guaranteed. NBA contracts are fully guaranteed.
Yes.
But you also maybe want to be perceived by the city as a hero. Does that appeal to you at all, or just taking the money and... Thanks for the Tiffany Henyard.
I just think I would be the hero in my own story if I made that much money and didn't have to do anything.
That tracks perfectly.
Kenzie wears a cape with a dollar sign on it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay.
In the meantime, former Chicago Bull Jimmy Butler ended up on the Warriors in a multi-team deal with the Heat. Another guy you should admire, Kenzie, because he basically said, and let's put it in perspective of just people that have a job. He didn't want to work for his employer anymore, which was the Miami Heat. So he stopped playing basketball, and they told him, no, you're not going to play anymore. He gets traded to a really good team and gets $121 million to do that.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
Manifestation.
Now, Jimmy Butler actually has done something as a career, unlike Lonzo Ball. He's done tremendous things. No ring, but he's taken it to the title game, and I would love him back in Chicago. He's crazy. He is literally crazy.
Fun
But
story.
I think he's a... So there's like a new bar club thing very close to our studio called The Farm, and I
Yes.
believe he's one of the investors of it.
He is an investor in that because he has a lot of money.
Fun story about Jimmy Butler. When he was in college, he took the rearview mirror off of his car because he said, quote, I don't like looking back on things.
Okay, period. Go off.
But also, you don't want to get rear-ended.
Love him.
Yeah, I believe he still drives, and he's got, I think his total NBA take at this point is over $300 million.
Yeah, one big headache.
And he still drives the pickup truck from high school. Love that.
I love him.
Yeah. Actually, not really. I'd buy a new car. With a rearview mirror. Yeah. I'd buy Marcus Jordan's $300,000 Lamborghini SUV that his dad must have paid for. Because he certainly, certainly doesn't have that money. He doesn't have a job I know about.
Check under my nuts, too.
All right, the Bulls did lose last night, 127-108 to the Timberwolves, and the Blackhawks lost to the Oilers. A bat was
awesome.
Yeah,
Good.
no, a bat was flying around the madhouse before the game, and even when the players were warming up, there was a bat flying around the madhouse. Just can't get a break here of anything. It's just Chicago.
Bats are terrifying. One of the scariest animals out there.
They're flying.
Oh, they're so cute. Have you ever seen a baby bat?
Ugh.
Yo, fuzzy.
Not a fan.
Well, it's either
cutest.
it's a flying rat or a baby flying rat.
These are haters. They're
like
adorable.
So tomorrow in sports, we will pick some prop bets that we like the most, the exotic prop bets for the Super Bowl. For example, one of them is Travis Kelce proposing to Taylor Swift after the game. Mm-hmm. It depends on what sports book you look at, whether it's, FanDuel or The Athletic, whatever. But 16.7% is what it's going at now, roughly. Some say it's 1 in 4 chances he will propose. Now, they have to win, I assume. I don't think he's going to do it if they lose.
It'd be a bad look.
It'd be kind of funny, though, everyone sell it, because then he would be like, oh, you won? Well, still no one's going to pay attention to you because I just proposed.
I am not allowed to bet on this game, the game itself. I can bet on the prop bets, the exotic prop bets, but I cannot bet on the game, according to my wife, because it's Eagles, and we need the Eagles to win, Eagles, Eagles. And so I can't bet on the game because that could curse it.
Now, your wife is going to Philadelphia for the game, right?
Yes. And Harper, she's taking Harper, too.
So you're home alone during the Super Bowl?
I'm watching a Super Bowl alone for possibly the first time in my life.
What are you going to do? Because I'm not coming over. I've made that clear. I have my own plans. I'm hosting this year.
Kenzie, you'll have a lot of family in town for Marino's birthday party. Are you having a Super Bowl party at your house then, or?
I'm not having a Super Bowl party. It's just that everyone's staying here, so I have to feed them during the Super Bowl.
Sounds like a party.
So it kind of turned into one. I was like, well, okay.
Better get those pizza orders ready because I'm eating all the food at the party Saturday. There'll be no leftovers.
Because we have his party Saturday, his baptism Sunday morning, and then everyone's staying at my house, so now I have to host, I basically have to host 3 parties this weekend. And I'm not even kidding. I have lost clumps of hair. I am so stressed out.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, that'll be good for the weight challenge without hair.
Haven't lost weight. That's just staying tight on the body. But no, the hair's coming out.
Let me propose this to our listeners, and I love them to death. I love everybody that listens to this show, whether it's for 5 minutes, and if you tell somebody about the show, I love you to death, and I'll do anything for you.
Okay.
Relax. Relax.
Would anybody be interested in me sitting home alone, live streaming me watching the Super Bowl? Now, just say no. Just say no, and I won't do it. But if you'd watch me watch the Super Bowl alone, I will do it Sunday. I'll live stream it on Facebook and Instagram on Q101's platforms. But we can be honest.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because the amount of things that you probably do at home alone that would get you canceled and you're going to be on live stream, at least when you take videos of yourself, we can be like, let's cut that out. Don't include, think about the fact that you're going to forget it and the things that you could say or do. Or how many times are you going to look for your phone and then realize you're live streaming?
Those are all good points. Those are all excellent points. But I'm going to be alone.
I feel like we could get in front of a few of these things. Are you planning on doing blackface on the live stream? Yes or no? If the answer is no, you should be okay.
I promise I won't do blackface on a live stream.
It just seems so preventable.
Okay. Couldn't you see Brian deciding, I'm going to set this up on my computer so that way I can use my phone? And then, taking a phone call from his friend who would know it and completely forgetting and saying talking politics, just forgetting for an hour.
It's like an hour-long tariff conversation.
It was horrible.
There's a lot of people checking in already. Double Features Mike says, F yeah, go for it. Okay, Thank you for the support. Smitty says, depends on if you will be clothed or not.
Oh, well, we know you're not going to be in blackface. Will you be clothed?
I can't guarantee that. I do love sitting in my underwear alone at home, and I'll be alone. No one will be there with me at the Super Bowl. No one will be there.
What about basketball shorts, no underwear? Do you think you could make that as a compromise?
I'm going to be free balling?
Yeah. Tom Petty over here.
I'll go to Kenzie for that one. What should I probably say no?
I don't think you should be on live ever.
Okay.
And under these circumstances.
I'm putting that in the nay column of doing the live stream.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Ticket Blitz Thursday will continue every hour for those Fantagram tickets. Lauren will have another keyword for you next hour, so stay here for that. Now, takeaways from you from today's show, 312-591-8300. What is a takeaway, something memorable to you about today's show? Case, what do you got from the listeners?
Our friend Paul in Burbank checked in his takeaway. I can't wait to see Brian in his snow pants.
60% off.
What a deal.
Volcom and no returns possible.
Gore-Tex.
Kenzie, what do you have?
219's takeaway, not going to honor my gift card or reward points. I'll see your asses in court.
$9 left on that gift card. No, we're going to court.
That is your money. Stop letting these people play in your face, okay?
Listen, I'm a gift card guy. I use them. I love gift cards. Bring it. Oh, finally, 708 takeaway. Gooners. Son of a bitch.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
All right. What's on the podcast case?
Well, we learned that the Gooners got to our Facebook page yesterday. Unfortunately, Kenzie's body paint photo is now in the Q101 archives forever. We talked about what happened there. Brian is defying medical professionals as we head to tomorrow's finale in the weight loss challenge. He talked about what he did this morning around 7:50. And we announced something this morning at 8:20 that will change the pants industry forever as we know it. If you are a pants wearer, and I assume many of you are, you have to listen to the Brian and Kenzie podcast today. Earth-shattering news about the pants that you wear every day.
Speaking of pants, one late takeaway coming in from 219 about me live streaming myself watching the Super Bowl. 219 said, go for it, Brian. I'll watch as long as people can't see your nuts.
You want to check under my nuts, too?
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.